Stadium in Salt Lake City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the LSU Tigers and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. And we've said many times his tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
The give to Caden Durham. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On first down, it's Durham again. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levin. Right on the money. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They get to him, and now they'll face a third and long.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So Utah's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And out to lead this offense is Devin Dampier. And what a duel this should be. 2 of the best quarterbacks in the country.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are 2 really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the trigger men, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. using his legs to buy some time. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Oh, he got loose. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Past the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The give to Caden Durham. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback empties his backfield. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Levitt. Under fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes a grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. LSU now operating in the red zone. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll run play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll field the punt and take it back. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They punt it away on 4th down. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hauls it in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Hauls it in at the 25. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, LSU.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Iowa taking on the number 5 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete. Pulled down for the tackle. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And he's dragged down.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pressure coming, and they got him.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And the Utes decide to punt it away. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Got him downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Durham again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Set him up. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Oh, he missed it.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Scanning the field. It's Dampier. Makes the grab over the middle.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Jukes his way for more. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll give it to Parker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Utes are moving quickly down the field.
First down for the offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the...
Makes the grab in their space. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Utes headed quickly to the line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The inside handoff. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And unfortunately, man,
guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense does it.
Maybe a crease. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Durham one more time. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. It's 3rd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.